Hello everyone, welcome back to YK Reviews, welcome back to another weekly entertainment news video. We've got some updates when it comes to Wonder Woman 3, updates when it comes to Talk To Me, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie filming update, lots to go over, so let's get straight into it here. So as per usual, timestamps will be in the description down below, so any news that you want to skip around to, timestamps will be in the description down below. And if you are new to the channel and you like these types of videos, getting weekly updates when it comes to movie, TV, video game news, even Lego news at times, definitely subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on that. I want to say a big thank you and a huge appreciation for getting to 200 subscribers. It's been a rough week, I'll be completely honest, but just getting that milestone has actually helped a lot this week. So I thank everybody that's subscribed to the channel, watching the videos, liking the videos, massively appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. And we'll get started straight away with the update when it comes to the writer's strike. A little bit of update here. Last week we mentioned that the negotiation was going to come head to head. They were going to meet, discuss, see what the next steps will be, potentially ending the strike. But because we didn't get any updates on the Friday, we sort of did get an update here, but we basically got confirmation that the studio's strike chief negotiator has told the Writers Guild of America they are not willing to negotiate on the success-based residual. This is after almost 100 days of writers and also actors on the picket lines clearly explaining the importance of residual changes. So essentially what this means is that the strike is still going to be going on. No updates when it comes to resolving this. So it looks like nothing is going to be resolved anytime soon. Apparently there's been talks that they're going to be negotiating once again on Friday of this week. So basically when the time of this comes out, yesterday. And honestly, it just looks like that the studios are so stuck up with what they want and not really wanting to negotiate with the writers or the actors. Even there was reports that Disney was looking at doing a task force for AI situation, and it just baffles me how so out of touch they are with reality, so out of touch they are with the strike and the writers and the actors that are going on strike. It just looks like that they're so stuck on their ways that they're not going to be resolving this anytime soon. So it does look like that projects are going to be more delayed. We mentioned this in last week's episode, so most likely some movies are going to be delayed a little bit more. 2024 looks like a lot of movies will be most likely delayed. And there was even some reports with like VFX workers from Marvel side of things looking to unionize because of their treatment. There's been multiple reports about the VFX workers being overworked when it comes to Marvel projects, just not enough time to work on stuff, because you can really tell the difference between the early VFX with MCU phase 1, 2 and 3 versus phase 4 and 5, where everything just looks so choppy and they're just not getting the credit or the pay that they deserve. Even reports coming out that they only get a flat rate, so if they work overtime, if they work extra hours or extra days, they get no pay for it. So it's just a really bad situation when it comes to like VFX workers. So they're looking to unionize as well. So it's just a whole lot of mess when it comes to this. But what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think that this week there might actually be some breakthrough? Do you think that this is going to be going on for a long time? Let me know in the comment section down below. So for the next news story we've got here is that we're getting a little bit of an update when it comes to the Hot Wheels movie. So following the success of Barbie, where Barbie has now reached over $1 billion in terms of box office numbers here, Warner Brothers are now looking at directors so that they can set up the live action Hot Wheels movie, because they want to basically replicate the success that Barbie had. Now obviously with Barbie it was sort of like a Barbenheimer summer phenomenon that just elevated this Barbie movie, got it reaching $1 billion. They are so desperate to replicate it, and also you've got other toy companies, CEO studios trying to also replicate it with so many live action toy movies coming out in the next couple of years. With Hot Wheels, they did announce this a while ago, but nothing has really moved forward when it comes to this. So we are definitely going to be getting a live action Hot Wheels movie. What they could do with it, I'm not 100% sure, but the fact that they're looking for directors now, that most likely is going to be done after the strike is over, that's when we'll see which director is going to be attached to it. But to be honest, this could work. I don't see it reaching $1 billion if I'm being completely honest. I see it being a successful movie, but it just depends on like what direction they're going to go with on this. So cautiously optimistic, I would say, when it comes to this movie. But like I said, I don't think it's going to reach the heights of Barbie, and I don't think other toy movies will reach that height. But we'll just have to wait and see. What are your thoughts about a live action Hot Wheels movie? And who do you think a good director would be for it? Let me know in the comment section down below for that one. So for the next news story here, we've got sort of an update when it comes to the next Karate Kid movie. This movie, as we mentioned last week, might also be delayed, But we have got talks that Jackie Chan is in talks to return to the movie. Now, if you're not sure what the movie is about, basically it's saying here, Lee is a skilled fighter and a student in Beijing who has his life uprooted when his mum decides that they're moving to Brooklyn for a work opportunity. Lee is grappling with past tragedies and bumping up against his doctor's mother, who is dealing with the same tragedy. But in an alternative, different manner, while his mum is against violence and kung fu, Lee finds purpose by training Victor in the arts and finds himself back in the ring as well. So this is sort of like a twist on the original Karate Kid. You've got like the older person training the young person in kung fu. This is going to be a reverse. So you've got a student who is going to be training a shop owner kung fu and then moving into that. And we've got talks that Jackie Chan is going to be set to return here. It has been confirmed that this is sort of a continuation from the Karate Kid movies, so like the original ones. This isn't a reboot or anything from the 2010 one, which honestly I thought was a really fun and great movie with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. But it's going to be great to just see Jackie Chan return. I love seeing Jackie Chan in any of his movies. I am planning on watching Hidden Strike with Jackie Chan and John Cena pretty soon, just because I'm a huge fan of Jackie Chan. And him returning to the Karate Kid movie, I think it will just elevate it even more. It will be an enjoyable time, if it is true that is. But in terms of the movie itself, I am actually looking forward to it. I really do want to watch the Cobra Kai show, but I just want to watch all the Karate Kid movies before I watch the show, because I've just heard such great things about it. But if this is true, if Jackie Chan does return, I'm actually really pumped for that. But what are your thoughts about this? Have you seen the 2010 movie? Are you a fan of Jackie Chan returning to this movie? Let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so for the next news story here, we've got an update when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie, the upcoming sequel to Sonic 1 and 2. So we've sort of got an update when it comes to the filming. So this is coming from Game Rant saying Sonic 3 reportedly finds surprising way to continue filming amid the actors' strike. So it says here that the reports are that Sonic and his colourful friends will cross the picket line and continue filming despite not having the actors. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 production crew will film scenes without the actors starting in September until the strike is over with a fair deal for actors and writers. Although they are filming in London, Sonic 3 is still a SAG-AFTRA production, and almost all of the actors in the film are part of that union and won't be able to do any filming overseas. Basically what that means is that they're going to be filming without the actors, and you're probably wondering how is that so. Basically when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 1, they have these little, and I'll show pictures here of like the mold or clay or whatever the material is made of like Sonic and Knuckles and Tails on there, and like a lot of like CGI visual effects is being put in there, so they don't really need the actors in itself. And with Sonic the Hedgehog 3, hoping they're exploring out of off-world stuff and having Tails, Knuckles, Shadow and Sonic being part of this movie, they won't need the actors there. They can just use these models as the filming location as they're filming this. So I guess that means that's good news for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, meaning that they're not going to be delaying the movie at all, which honestly I'm just grateful for and really happy for. Like I can't wait to see Sonic and Shadow in the movie. I'm really excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I'm loving what they're doing with Sonic 1 and 2, but with them continuously filming, I'm hoping that means that there's going to be more focus on these Sonic characters rather than the human characters, but we'll have to wait and see. But this is just a great workaround for this movie not being delayed too long, and that the movie could be coming out next year in December of 2024. I'm actually super pumped for that, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you glad that they're going to go with this route? Are you worried? What do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section down below here. And for the next news story update we've got here, sort of a small update when it comes to Violent Nights, the Christmas movie that was starring David Harbour in it. So David Harbour was speaking to the Collider talking about the sequel and the update here. So he basically mentioned this here, that before the writer's strike, there was, maybe something that came in. We'll have to see where it fits, if they can resolve all the labour issues. If the studios would please go to the table and end these labour issues, we could shoot all kinds of things I'd love to give to the people, but yes, we're in the process. And director Tommy Wakola shared earlier this year how he and his collaborators would be approaching the next entry, saying here, we have time to really crack the script and figure out the story. We have some ideas, me and the writers Pat Casey and Josh Miller and the producers, we've been talking about where we want to take it and what we want to see. He continued, there's a lot of stuff we left on the floor like the North Pole, Mrs. Claus, the Elf, but story-wise I think we have a really cool idea that expands on the world and scope, but we're still keeping that tone that we love from the first movie. And I'll be completely honest, I actually did have a fun time with this movie. There was a bit of flaws when it comes to like the plot and the characters, But overall, it was a really entertaining and enjoyable movie, a great Christmas movie that I'm glad that they are going to be working on a sequel, because you do have a lot to dive into when it comes to the North Pole, his background, family history, that kind of stuff. And this is just like a great take on Santa Claus in himself. So I'm glad that they are going to be doing a sequel, because like I said, I had a fun time with the first movie. But what are your thoughts about this? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think that they should do a sequel? Were you interested in the first movie? Let me know in the comment section down below for that one. And for the next news story we've got here is an update when it comes to the Talk to Me movie, where this is coming from the Deadline, confirming that Talk to Me in the works from A24 and Danny and Michael Philip. Basically confirming that a sequel is in the works, which honestly I find so awesome. I've not watched the movie just yet, but I've heard so much great things about this movie, really positive reviews. So I'm actually really excited to watch the movie, but really excited that they are going to be doing a sequel. Just goes to show the kind of commitment and the kind of work that these two brothers, who are YouTube stars as well, what they're doing, and that the faith that they have in it. Like I said, I've not seen the movie, but I've just been watching the reviews. A lot of praise to it, a lot of things that they can continue with the lore when it comes to it. But it's just so awesome to hear that this is going to be turning into a sequel. But for those of you, because I know that people have like seen the movie, what are your thoughts about the movie, and what are your thoughts are about this becoming a sequel? Because like I said, there's just been a lot of positivity when it comes to this movie, a lot of great things being said about this movie. Do you think this is going to work as a sequel? Let me know in the comment section down below for that one. Now for the next news story, we've got an update when it comes to Deadpool 3. We have got confirmation of who Emmacorrin will be playing. Now she was cast in the movie a while back, and now we've got some update when it comes to this. This is coming from Can We Get Some Toast over on Twitter, and he has got stuff right in the past. So he's saying here that he can confirm that Emmacorrin will be portraying Cassandra Nova in Deadpool 3 as one of the main villains of the movie. Now if you don't know who that is, it's basically going on to explain that Cassandra Nova is Charles Xavier's evil twin, who was equal and an exact opposite. He tried to telepathically kill her in the womb, but she survives the attack and spends her life rebuilding a body to enact her revenge against him. So you've got Professor X's brother Juggernaut in Deadpool 2, now you've got his sister in Deadpool 3 playing one of the main villains here. So she looks like she's going to be the one extracting revenge, maybe getting the attention of the TVA. But to be completely honest with you, I'm not 100% familiar with this character. I've not read any of her comics. But to be honest with you, the more we hear about Deadpool 3, the more we hear about who's going to be returning, who's going to be casting, it does get me really, really excited for this movie. And then to have, like, you've got Professor X returning, you've got all the characters from X-Men, Deadpool, Wolverine. Now we know that, because there has been rumors speculating that Magneto is going to be the one that's going to be one of the villains, but now it looks like she's also going to be a villain. So we're going to see how this is going to tie in together. Maybe they're going to team up to try and take out Professor X. Who knows? But it looks like this is going to be a very, very interesting, star-studded, action-packed movie that I'm all on board for. I cannot wait, but I've not seen Emmacorrin in any previous work before, so I'm curious to see how she's going to be playing Professor X, Charles Xavier's sister, in this movie. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts are about Emmacorrin playing Cassandra Nova in the movie as the villain and Professor X's sister. But let me know in the comment section down below. Are you excited about that? Are you worried? What are your thoughts are? If you're more familiar with the character, let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, now for the final news story, we've got some interesting updates when it comes to Wonder Woman 3. Now, last week, Galgadot came out and confirmed that Wonder Woman 3 is still in the works here, but now it's reports that this is not going to be happening here. So we've got reports from the Variety confirming Wonder Woman 3 won't fly in the new DC universe, despite Gal Gadot teasing development plans. So we've got here, despite recent comments from Gal Gadot claiming that DC head James Gunn and Peter Safran told her they would develop a Wonder Woman 3 together, sources with the knowledge of the situation tell Variety that this is not the case. According to the sources, a third Wonder Woman film was not in development at the DC studios, nor do Gunn or Safran have plans at this time for any Wonder Woman project in the new DC universe other than the previously announced Paradise Lost prequel series. So last week she basically said that I was invited to a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and what they told me, and I'm quoting, "You're in the best hands. We're going to develop a Wonder Woman 3 with you. We love you as Wonder Woman. You've got nothing to worry about, so time will tell." So it just seems like there's a lot of confusion going on when it comes to like the DC universe. I mentioned this last week, like I've got nothing against Gal Gadot playing Wonder Woman. I think she is a great Wonder Woman and she did play her part really well. But when it comes to this reboot, just full on do a reboot. Like you've got Henry Cavill as Superman, Ben Affleck as Batman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, Ezra Miller as Flash, Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Just, it's no point keeping some and then rebooting the others. Just do a full-on reboot, because at this point having one or two return while everybody else is getting replaced just doesn't make any sense at this point. And it's just, like I said, a lot of confusion going on. Like, you've got people saying that Ezra Miller is going to be continuing as the Flash, you've got Wonder Woman potentially being a third movie coming out. It's just like lots of confusion going on with James Gunn, and I feel like he does need to just have more clarity and just announce everything that there is when it comes to like who's coming back and who's not, what if it's going to be a full-on reboot or not. It's just leaving a lot of people confused. And with Superman New Legacy coming out in 2025, it just feels like a lot of things are just hanging in the balance. A lot of people are just kept out of the loop. So I'm hoping that we do get clarified, but it just looks like right now at this point, Wonder Woman 3 is not going to be happening despite reports of last week. So let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. Do you think this is just as messy as it looks? Are you happy that a Wonder Woman 3 movie isn't going to come out? Are you annoyed? Are you confused? Like, just let me know in the comment section down below when it comes to this DC mess. So that about wraps it up for this week's weekly entertainment news video. But let me know your thoughts about everything we discussed in the comment section down below, what your thoughts are about everything. And if you are new to the channel, like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, also hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any videos. If this is the kind of video you like, or we got tier ranking, movie reviews, all that kind of stuff on the channel. So hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on that. But thank you everyone for watching. Again, thank you so much for helping me reach 200 subscribers. I know it might seem like a small milestone, but it just means a lot, especially after this week. So I thank you so much for helping me reach 200 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. This is Wacky Reviews. Peace.